Hi, hi everyone. So let me, okay. So today, so what I will be discussing for today is, okay. So the best topic is for our dashboard. But Dynatrace has recently added one more features called metric. Let me share my, so I'll go with that. So there's a topic is called metric. So in metric, there's a lot of metrics we do have, like you can see that, right? Whichever you cannot find under the custom chart, you can get a lot of metrics over here that will very useful nowadays. So let's go to, so suppose you want to understand that CPU limit, CPU uses, CPU levels, CPU percentage, data level, then disk, all those things you can see. You can see based on that your data, you can see a lot of metrics over here that will be very useful, right? So with help of this metrics, how you can prepare a dashboard, okay? So today what I will preparing is for, that is called for Google Cloud, that how you can prepare a load balancing dashboards, okay? You can understand the loads, you can understand the request count, you can understand the protocol, you can understand back clients, you can understand backend requests, you can understand response code, you can understand forwarding rules, you can understand the response for backend, all response codes, all those things you can understand. It will be a bit big. The dashboard itself will be very big, okay? So you can understand, and also that, okay? So that you can understand that, so you can understand that load part, okay? So let's go to that. Let's go to the dashboard. I will create a dashboard. I will give the dashboard name. Dashboard name I'm giving demo hyphen Google Cloud load balancing HTTPS, okay? Okay, so I'm giving this, just I'll take it out. I'll take a custom chart. First I'll give header value here, okay? So header I will give here, that is called as a usage, okay? Now I'll take one more header, put it down here. You can give a request counts by forwarding rules. Okay. But it say you can increase this part. Okay. Like this. Now we'll take a custom charts. I'm trying to put here. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. Then configure not I think it is not required a custom charts. Let me delete it. Yes, let me go here. I'll go with the metrics. Okay. Open this metrics. Okay, here I'll search with text is called request. So just to understand, okay, okay, suppose you want to understand the request. So let me request. I'm giving the test with a request count. That will be easily helpful for us. Okay. So you suppose you want to understand the request counts for service. Okay. So you suppose just I'm giving an example. So you want to understand that intranet for all the service, each service, how much request you do have for last 2 hours. So that customer will ask, right, every times, what is the request count for? So it will be, you need to go to the particular service also. You can go with that. If you want to prepare a dashboard, you can prepare a dashboard. You can split by request. Yeah. So you can do that by request, run a query. You can take a top list value. So you can understand that, right? All those requests, you can see that, right? Even the request you can do it. I think even the service also you can do that. So like this, you can prepare a lot of dashboards. Okay. Now we are in request count. So let's take a request count. So I'm taking a load balancing. So I'm taking this one. So create a custom chart. So I will taking that top list value, filter by forwarding rules, name, filter by with some project ID. Okay. Then that's fine. Run a query. Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute, guys. So what you can do is, okay. So here you can add it, color pattern, total. No, I don't need last value totals. Average, you can take a split by, we are taking forwarding rule name with project ID. Okay, filter by. Okay, let's take for last 6 hours data is there. Request count we are taking. Okay. Just a minute. That's correct. Okay. Okay. Pin to dashboard, that we can do it. Okay. So we get pin to dashboard. Okay, open the dashboards. Okay, done. This part, delete it. Yes. Just put it here. Okay. Okay. Now, same thing. What I will do is, I'll go with metric again right here. Again, I will take a request count. Take for HTTP load balancing. Okay, this one. Okay, create a custom chart. Same thing, split by project ID. split by forwarding rule name. Okay. Now we'll take a graph chart. Okay. Top list single value. We'll take a line chart here, something. Default will take something. Yeah, line chart will take. Okay. Going to pin to dashboard. Okay. Open the dashboard. Okay. Put it here. Okay. Now next done. Then what you can do is second. So second, again, what I need to do is again, I'll go here, click on metric. Click here, then click on search. Same, I'm taking request count, UEST request count, same. Where is the request count for Google API load balancing? Okay, create a custom chart. Okay, here a split by will give as a backend name, then project ID, then forwarding rule name. Okay, then we'll take a top list. Yeah, so I need to print it as well. Okay, then sorry, let me where we have cloned it. 1 second. Again, we need to go to metric, and we need to go to QUEST request count, and we'll search for load balancing, right? Create a custom chart, backend name, project ID, forwarding rule name, run this query, top list. Okay, now pin to dashboard, demo Google Cloud load balancing. That is correct. Open to dashboard. Okay, so now you can put it here. If I'll go here and configure a tile for this one, request count split by into project ID, and they didn't run this query. Now we are getting the data. So I need to pin to dashboard. Save changes to dashboard. That would be same. Now we are getting the data. For this one also, if I'll do configure custom chart, split by project ID, forwarding rule name, I didn't run this query. That is the reason I was not getting the data. Now we are getting the data. Save changes to dashboard. So now we got that information. Correct. Now again I need to go to some another to take a tile. So for same thing, we can take a graph. So again, I need to go metric. Yeah, same thing. You can clone it. Okay. Once you have cloned, just I'm teaching. Okay. Once you have cloned, configure custom chart. Wherever you have given that top list, right, where you can give the graphs. That's it, and save changes to dashboard. That part also you can do it. Okay. Now we are taking something is called now request by that backend, that is request backend. So here you take done, take a header value here, put it here, request count by backend. Request count by backend. Okay. Save changes. Now we'll do request count by protocol. Same thing, put it header here. I put it request count by protocol. Okay, put it here. Now you need to go where done. Go here. Go metric. Okay, put it by text. Okay. Now what I need to do is again I need to take request count. We'll take a request count for Google APIs. This one, create a chart, and here again I'm filtering with protocol. There is called protocol. There is called project ID. There is called forwarding rule name. Run this query. We'll get the data. I'll put it in something like called pie chart. That's look good. Pinto dashboard demo Google Cloud. Okay. Demo Google Cloud Pinto dashboard. Open a dashboard. This is done. Now again I need to go to metric, put it to tab. Okay. Now again the same thing, we can take it as a graph. So if it is, you need to take it as a graph, then same thing. Now we'll take by protocol we took. Now we'll take by country. So what we can do is again we need to take a request count. Okay, we'll go, where is that, Google APIs, create a custom chart. Not, sorry, we did wrong. We need to take a request count for Google APIs. This one. Now we need to split by, that is called client country. Client project ID. Then there is called forwarding role name. Okay, run this. Put it in pie chart. Okay, into demo to dashboard. Okay. Okay. So that we can put it here also. Can put it something like this. Okay, and put here something header request count by country. So you country. Okay. Now let's save it. Done. Okay. Now what we need to do is everything we are taking on the request only. So that will be the same. Something what will take is a I'm taking request count something request content response code. Something we are taking. So edit here, put it here or something. So same thing you can take on the page on the rule name, all those things. But now I'm showing something different that is called REQ request count and response code. Okay, put it here. Let me have my water. Now we'll take something called same thing will take request count. So what we can do is anything you take, clone it. So you can put it here, configure. So click here and configure tile. So anyway, we are taking a request count, project ID, forward rule name. I will take now backend name. Now I will take a response code. There is called response code. Then that's it. I think. Okay, backend we have added. Response code we have added. Okay, now let's run it. Okay, now I'm taking that tabular column, what it is coming, something like this. Okay, so what is the project ID, what is the rule name, what is the backend name, what is the response code, and all those things. Okay, save changes to as well. Now that will give you that proper data. That's somewhat big. Okay, now let's put it done. Again, that part is done. Just a minute, let me have my tea. Now somewhat I'm taking what latency part. Okay, so just I'll add it here. There is a tile. 1 second. Here we can add some tiles. It's called performance. Now I will go to let's do one thing. We can clone it. Give me a minute. So what I can do is we cannot clone it. We need to go metric. Yeah, search as a latency. Okay. Then search for total latency. Okay. Oh, this is for only Google Clouds. Okay. So create a custom chart, split by project ID and forwarding rule name. Run a query. It will give you the top list. That's fine. You can pin to demo. Sorry, yaar. Okay, pin to dashboard. Open the dashboard. Where we have added something called performance, right? Save it. Okay. Put it down something. Now that part is done. Now what I need to do? Okay. Then something you can add. Something you can add as a backend latency, some front end latency, something you can understand. Let me check. What is just a minute. One second, guys. Okay, then metric. We'll go to metric again. So something called by text front end RTT. Okay, now and backend latency you can add it. You can add one is called something is called backend latency. We'll put it here and done. Here we can add something backend latency. The total latency. Here we can add something is called RTT. Just add front end RTT forwarding rule by forwarding rule. Okay. So like this, you can prepare a dashboard. I hope you guys like it. So like let me do some analyze something like can put like this. We can put like this. We can this one also something like this. We can do done. So from this matrix, so recently Dynatrace has added, I think this is more than a year, 6 months now. They have added a lot of build metrics, okay, based on your technology, okay. So you have 20 pages. If you go here, 18 something, you want to understand for blob storage, for transaction count, all those things, you can do it. You can telemetry level, session level, 16. You have here, okay, lot of things you can play around. So based on the technology, you can do it. So like 4x error, 5x errors. So take you can understand that how many number of active VMs in the scale sets. There's a concept is called a scale set, right, in Azure. Okay, you can understand that how many active VMs are there in the Azure region. So you should take number of active VM in the region wise. You should take it. Okay, create a custom charts. Now you split by Azure subscription, Azure region you want to split. I want to split by active region, so subscription, run a query. So I don't want to graph, I want to talk list value. So now I want to take a table value region like this. It is there. You want to region wise also. Let's see. Alright, Azure subscription name, region, number of active VMs. So you are getting like this way. So like this, you can into dashboards. Okay. Same way we have a lot of metrics. Okay. Let's go to another metrics. Go to metrics. We'll go for a AWS. Okay. Let's see AWS for how many metrics we do have. This is for application load balancers, all those things. CLB latency, count sum, then queue side, DynamoDB. Same way latency I want to find for gateway. And same thing, number of how many VMs got terminated, how many tables we have availability on them, how many VMs got stopped, how many VMs are running. So you can suppose you want to see how many VMs are running on the instance. Okay, just to take it, create a custom charts, split by auto scaling groups, run it. ESG filter by you take a table value. So you can see that, right? Auto scaling groups we have based on that. How many what kind of data we have. Okay. So you can prepare a lot of things. Okay. Same way, let's go back. Then I'll show you something is called how many RDS connections we have. RDS is called database. Okay. So create a custom charts. How many connections we have split by relation database. Run the query. Now you can filter by tables. So this one we have 84 connections. This how many data, how many connections we have. So and you can pin to the dashboards. Okay. So like this you can prepare for AWS dashboard, storage, Azure dashboard, Azure storage dashboard, application load balancer dashboard, some database dashboards. Lot of things you can do it. So this is the amazing features that Dynatrace has added. Okay. You can make a use of it because custom charts we do have that custom chart, but this kind of metrics we don't have in the custom charts. Okay, that is the reason they have added new concept is called metrics, and you can use that. Okay, if you take something is called some Prometheus. Prometheus we don't have any metrics. Okay, called telemetry. See, telemetry message send attempt. Just a minute, guys. Just a minute. Okay, so like this you can add multiple telegraphs, a lot of things you can do it. Okay, okay, so that way you can make a use of it. That is very good. Okay, so hope you understood that how to create a dashboards. Okay, and you can the same way you can create a multiple dashboard, and you can use, make a use of it. Okay, thank you. That's it for this lecture.